Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Go! Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They send the tight end in motion. May now from the gun. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go.
They give it to him again. He's got room to roam here. And he finally goes out of bounds after a big gain. Impressive. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the well again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second and 10 now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's
Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Wow, oh. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
On the set.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Set.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Cougar 19.
Here's 2nd and 11. It is caught left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They'll run it from the gun. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. They'll run now on second down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
19, 18. Shut up.
A give now from the gun. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He was brought down.
It'll be a gain of 5, so now 4th and short. A decision to be made coming up here.
4th down.
Mikatomny's kick is good. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is brought in at the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start to fight back with their first points of this game. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 right. Ready, shoot.
From the gun, it's May. It's taken in by Sinnott. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Set. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. Go.
Here's 2nd and 7. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Take go.
Here's May. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Past midfield to the 45. They get 27 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Hey, check it out.
Right up the gut. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Here we go, set.
May on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. Groupie to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, 19 Lions.
He's dropping back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready. Track 60.
Looking to the air here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. And that one is incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a 1st down after all. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw left side, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Second and 3. Headed out right. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game.
Saints 14.
Raleigh's set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Looking for a tough. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Putting a receiver in motion. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Okay, ready?
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit.
14.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Track 60.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Tag. 18, right here. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back now, pressure on its way. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now from the gun. intercepted near the sideline. Mike still makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
50-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Stop below 18. Ready.
2nd and 13. Searches from pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Now May on 3rd and long. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8.
Here we go, set.
He'll throw it. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Let's go.
Slot man motioned over.
Go.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Pass to the left, 18 left.
From the 46. He throws a bullet to the center. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Commanders 17.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Handoff now from the gun. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Stuck at the line, and now it'll be 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
They motion a receiver left. Here we go, second and very long. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set up.
Here's May to the air. Complete beyond the marker. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
60
A
back.
loss of 1. Makes it 3rd and 14.
3rd and long for him here. Completed to his running back. On the move, past the 40. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Running this one left. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Go. Viking 18.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Got it. Ready?
The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here.
Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's May. He's on the move. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Mikatomny's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on a field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Chooses to bring this one out. And they're going to need a 1st down just to get back to where a touchback would have been, Brock. He's out at the 20.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through.
Saints 21, Commanders 20.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
19 tight. 19. Let's go. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 line.
From the 28. He lofts it deep left. He's got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead to 7. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
From his own end zone, here we go. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 now. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
70 Lions.
They motion the tight end over. May on 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Commanders 20.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. Now May coming off that pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
1st down throw for May. Finds a seam down the middle. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. one-score game as they trim the lead. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the fourth. A lot's got to go right to tie this up now. Need a touchdown and a 2-point try, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, got to recover this kick. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. There's a handoff up the gut. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Let's go now.
Man in motion here. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Well, you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Simple dive up the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Commanders 27.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready. 7 Pirates. Hook.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
19 tight. Come on. Trap 60. Hut.
Now to throw. Throw complete to Sinnott. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
19 Lions. Dragon 60 Bobcat. Ready.
May now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
To the air yet again, May. Hits his running back. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. To the air on 1st down, May. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
2nd
and 3.
and 3. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Looking to throw it. This gets the 1st and more. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. So win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. Now we're trying to keep a sliver of hope alive and make things a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the 2nd, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And that's recovered by the Saints, who are going to win this football game. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he will score, and with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And they were all over this one. They stop him short, and the fake fails. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So this will win on the road for the Saints. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Saints, as with that, we sign off from D.C.
What is the deal?
Just another day in the office.
Play! That's what we do! Take that, thank you! That sounds good! Woo! It's another day in the office! Come on, boys, bring it home! We got this! We are in it to win it!
Baby! Let's go!